Hello, friends. My name is Erin, and I want to talk to you about all the books that I've already read to this point for March Mystery Madness 2024. This is a little bit unusual setup because yesterday my usual camera decided not to switch on, sorry, so it didn't work. Actually, I'm really sad because I had this camera for 11 years, I think. It was very dear to me. There were a lot of places I took this camera to, and we did a lot of things together. I'm really sad. I cried yesterday. So it is in the repair shop. They have really bad prognosis because of this camera, and I am not very hopeful. But I would not buy anything before they will give me the assessment, which will take few weeks, they told. So I have no idea. I wanted maybe not to do this on my phone, but also why not? And yeah, also I have a sinus infection, so my voice is a little bit rough, but sorry about that. So for now, I read 5 books for March Mystery Madness, and I'm really pleased with it. Almost all of them are good, with exception, but we'll talk about it later. The first book that I've read was for the first prompt, which is Dressed to the Nines, I think, The Widows of Malabar Hill by Suyata Masay. So you can see in the cover there is a beautiful Indian gown and woman in the very beautiful gown. It is mystery which took place in 1920s in India, in Bombay. This is the first in the series about Perveen, Miss Perveen Mystery. She is the daughter of the prominent Zoroastrian family in Bombay, and she is the first woman lawyer working there. She can't go to court, but she can work with clients and with their papers. She's working with her father in his company, and this is like their client was a man who died and left a will, and he had 3 wives. Perveen's company had a letter that these women decided to give up all their husband's money to good causes. So she decided to talk to them and ask them why they are doing this. Do they think about how they will live after that? And she's the only one who can talk to them because all other lawyers are men. So she went to this house, to this secluded part of the house where women and their kids are living. And very shortly, like minutes after she left the house, she returned for something, and she found one of the men in the house dead. The man was like manager who was helping these wives with the will, but also it's a strange and, I can't say hostile, but I mean, it's strange arrangement because he is the only one who can talk to other people. He is the only one who can buy goods for them. They depend on this man, but also he has no money. So it is a strange arrangement for us. And she decided that she needs to talk to these women to understand who did this, because they can be still in danger. And so she's like helping the police, I believe. I liked it very much. I gave it 4.5 stars. um, it's like a cozy mystery when we begin to know Perveen as herself. We know her backstory. We begin to know her very bad marriage story. She is a kind of divorcee, which was also very unusual in this period in India. And I liked it like a cozy mystery. It was clever. It was well done. One thing I didn't like about it, or I can't say, I mean, I enjoyed this aspect, but I'm not sure if I was in right to enjoy it or not. There is a strange, very blurred line between exotic and authentic. When we talk about other cultures, books about other cultures, I think that these books tend to be more exotic than authentic. So I think it is right it is written in a way when author tries to shock readers by telling specific details about everyday life in other country or the way of living in other country, which are shocking, but also we kind of have them without religious context and understanding why this is happening in society. I can't say that I like this way of living. No, I don't. But as a foreigner myself, I know that often when I read books in English for English readers about USSR or Russia or Ukraine, I can see this shocking aspect that it's making author usually makes it bigger and exaggerates it to underline the difference between reader and the environment inside the book. And I can't say they appreciate it in the books about my culture. So while I was really enjoying the ride and I was liking to hate this way of living and traditions and everything, and I was reading and exclaimed like, oh my God, how could they live like that? I am not sure it is a good thing that I did this. I mean, I think I like this mystery. This is a great mystery of itself with the great characters, not very brutal, not very gory. I can't say it's cozy, but you do not have this, warm, fuzzy feeling while reading this. But it is a well done mystery about exotic aspects of foreign life, which was interesting. And I gave it 4.5 stars. But you decide, do you believe this or do you need more context outside of this book? 4.5 stars. Then I read a book about the cat on the cover. In this particular edition, I do not have cat on the cover. There are lacrosse, though there's no lacrosse inside the book. I don't know why is lacrosse here. There are tennis rackets in the book. So, does it look to you like tennis rackets? No cats, no tennis rackets, but there is a skull and there are lacrosse things. I don't know what the name of this. So this is Cat Among the Pigeons by Agatha Christie. I know that there are other editions. I will put a picture here that have cat on the cover, so we are fine for this prompt. I like this book very much. I gave it 4.5 for 20.25 stars. This is a book about boarding school. Usually when we are talking about boarding school, we are talking more about pupils. In this book, we are talking more about teachers. So there are teachers. One of them was found dead in a sports pavilion, newly built sports pavilion. And everyone is talking, why? What happened? This was a new teacher. It was her first year teaching. So other teachers and students have difficult feelings towards her sometimes. There is a little bit about girls, and overall environment in this book was very interesting, and I like the setting. At the beginning of this book, this is not a book about boarding school. At the beginning of this book, it is like a espionage novel about Eastern country where the revolution started, and the prince found dead and his jewels gone. So it is a book about these jewels from a foreign Eastern, very exotic country that was somehow leading us to the boarding school where the murder happened. This is one of Hercule Poirot novels, but Poirot, we find him at the end of the novel, I think last quarter, maybe last third of the novel, when one of the girls was smart enough to seek his help. This encounter was the best part of the book. I really enjoyed it. I loved it, and I think it was like the gem of this book. I liked it. I think it was fun, it was engaging, it was exotic in a good way, but also it took place not this Eastern country, but in England, which is good. I like the setting of boarding school. I like all the talk about teachers and, teachers community, I'd say. How all these women are different, how like they came to this part of their lives from in different ways. I enjoyed it very much. And this book, while reading it, I began to think about the main protagonist in all, not protagonist, the main hero of all Hercule Poirot novels, which I want to talk in separate videos, so stay tuned. But I had interesting thoughts about mystery genre in the whole while reading this book. Highly recommend. I think it's a great novel. I don't remember reading it, so maybe it was my first time. 4.5 stars. So yeah, highly recommend. The next book I want to talk about, I gave a very low rating, but it's not the book, it's mostly me. I've read Fool's Puzzle by Earlene Fowler. I had it on Kindle from the library, so I will show the cover here because it's strange, but in this Kindle book, I can't see how I can see the cover. So this book is about a widow in California in, I believe, 70s, uh, who, after death of her husband, she worked with him in his farm, with him and his brother and his family. She decided to quit the farm and to live her own life while grieving the death of her beloved husband. And she became a curator of a small museum in California, and she lives and works in Artist Co-op, where this museum is situated, something like that. And one day she found someone from their co-op dead, right in the middle of their quilt exhibition. So here we have Quilt on the cover, and that's the only reason I picked up this book. This is perfect example of older cozy mystery. Cozy mystery is definitely not my favorite mystery genre. The more I read, the more I understand that it's not entirely for me. So I give this book 2.5 stars. I'm sorry if someone really likes this book. I understand how it can be seen, but it's not mine book, so I can't say I liked it. Main protagonist is very usual, annoying sleuth, who doesn't tell truth to the police at all the time. She's withholding valuable information, from small clues to big ones. The main policeman figure is very cute, and they have like a beginning romance, and this is banter all the time. I can't say, I mean, I can't say that I recommend this book to the readers that watch me and enjoy the same books as I. But maybe if you like cozy mystery, you will love this because it's just very, I mean, it's okay. Characters are fine, a little bit rude, a little bit too funny sometimes. But yeah, it was okay. Um, One thing that I kind of enjoyed, I live in California, and it is very different from California in this book right now. So it's always interesting to me to peek inside the past of this part of the country to understand how people lived there before Hollywood, big Hollywood happened. Though I don't know, 70s, it's still big Hollywood. The prices went up, and there is a totally different culture right now, and amount of immigrants rised like above high. I'm one of them, so I can't tell anything, but I think the society now is very different. There are different rules, there are different talks in society. So it was fun to see how it was before that. But sorry, not my cup of tea. So 2.5 stars. Then I've read a book that Janelle recommends. Actually, I read 2 books for Janelle prompt. Both of them actually can work for England prompt too. So maybe we'll do that because I am not sure I will read the England prompt as of myself. This is Crooked House by Agatha Christie. This is one of the standalones, Agatha Christie standalones that Janelle recommended in her videos. It was actually very fun. I gave it 4.5 stars. This is about a big Leonidas family where grandfather, the patriarch of the family, died and he was poisoned. And our main protagonist is a fiance of one of the younger generation of the Leonidas family. And his father also is a Scotland Yard. So he's kind of involved. And this is the main weak place of this book. How is he involved? Why is what he's doing in this house? He's asking questions with the police, but also he's with family having dinners, and he's kind of in the family, but also he's kind of with the police, though he's not with the police. And his father asked him to ask questions because he's who? I mean, and author acknowledges herself. In the middle of the book, there is first person who is asking like, "Who are you? Why? What are you doing here? Why are you? Who are you with? Like, are you on the police side, on the family side?" And the main protagonist is like, "Oh, she's the first one who asked these questions. Like, finally." But I'm just like, I see, Agatha Christie, you are not doing a very good job thinking this through. Though all of the other, I enjoyed this book. Not my favorite kind of ending of the mystery because how to say it not to spoil the end. The age range of the sorry, the age range of the killer is usually my least favorite age range from all the possible things in the mystery genre. I don't think it's very probable. I don't believe it. And it feels like a little bit lazy to me. Also, there is no like knowing the truth before it happened here. So mystery resolved itself and everyone is satisfied. It is good actually because it is different from what usually Agatha Christie does in her serial mysteries like Miss Marple or Hercule Poirot. So there is no one smart who come and tell you all what happened. So it's interesting. It's different. It's like a thriller. It's not a thriller, but you are up for the ride. You know, you just do things with protagonists, and then something happened, and then you understand who the killer is, which is fine, but not my favorite cup of tea again. But I gave it 4 stars, I believe. I thoroughly enjoyed the storytelling, and there are very few Agatha Christie's that I can give less than 4 stars. So liked it, but not loved it, but still liked it. 4 stars. And the last book that I want to talk about, I also read because of Janelle. So for her prompt, she told that was one of her favorite historical mysteries. And in my head, Janelle was like the one that read mostly historical mysteries. This is What Angels Fear by C.S. Harris. I don't know, can you see or not? I can't see. First time in my life, I have no idea what I'm filming because I can't see the screen. So hopefully you can see it. This is the first of a Sebastian St. Cyr mystery series. Sebastian is a nobleman in England just after French Revolution. and there are political intrigue involved with his father, who is a big figure near the king. And Sebastian just came back from the war. He's dueling, he's just living, and then a woman, an actress, was killed in a church, was found killed in the church, brutally killed, murdered. There is a lot of blood, and it's awful scene. And there was a dueling pistol with sincere on it. So everyone assumed that Sebastian did it, and he was arrested, but he flew during the arrest. And so he took on himself to prove that he is innocent by finding the man who killed this actress. He is very smart. He has superpower, unusual power to hear the slightest noises, and he's like very good hearing, and also like that. Also, he is noble. He is great with knives and sables. He is great with pistols. He's great with women, and he gathered around himself unusual cast of characters who help him. I really enjoyed this one. I gave it 5 stars. I really like this series. Yes, this is not like a true mystery. This is more like adventurous type of mystery, which I liked. Characters were amazing. The mystery itself was amazing. The setting was very well done. You can't see a lot of historical details, so it's not boring, but you can feel the difference in time and manners, and you can understand the political intrigue. I liked it very much. It wasn't too gory. The worst, I think, the worst was the first scene while she was found murdered. I liked it. Like this, I definitely will proceed with this series. Thank you, Janelle. I always can count on your recommendations. So thank you. That's it. I read 5 books, which one of them was 2.5 stars. 2 of them was 4 stars, 4.5, and one of them was 5 stars. I think it's great, actually. Like really, really, really great. Sorry about video quality and audio quality. Sorry about my voice. Sorry about delay with the video. I hope we will meet very soon on this video channel, and we'll discuss more mysteries and other good books. Thank you again. Bye.